Don't fret.
Hey guys, a lot of you out there are scared of babies. You don't know what to do. Oh my God, they're intimidating. I'm so scared. I don't know how to handle it. They are easy peas to handle. I'm gonna show you how. Okay, there's a lot of different moves you can do to kick a baby's ass. Hold them under the arms, up like this, and then slam. This is a very little known technique for fighting babies. Their one Achilles heel is wind. You think you got what it takes? You think you can take your old man? A lot of the fear of babies is assuming that their punches or their scratches or their slaps hurt. They don't actually hurt. Watch this. Doesn't hurt. A lot of people in the kid community think that tickling is not fighting. That's not true. Sleeper hold. He just scratched my eye. He just got me right in the eye. He just scratched my actual eyeball. So yeah, dealing with babies is nothing to be afraid of. Just keep their nails trim and you're good. Why is everyone being so weird about their dress?
There he was, Gavin McInnes. And now here he is. We're actually on, Gavin.
Oh, great.
Yeah, isn't that
Can you hear me?
something? I think we could hear you, right?
Great.
Let me see.
Awesome.
Yeah, we could hear you fine. You're from, of course, streetcarnage.com.
Yep, that's one of the sites. It's like a little dumb hobby site. I have a regular column at tackymag.com, and I do Fox News a lot.
I've been on Red Eye with you.
Yes.
And that was fun enough. But then we went out drinking with those guys. They all wound up leaving, and it was me and you left in the bar just pretty much closing the place out.
Well, are you jumping ahead to the gay incident?
Between us?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not kidding.
Which gay incident happened?
So we had a great time.
Yeah.
And you said something very profound. You said, when did facts start becoming offensive? And this is before I ever heard the term hate facts. And then we were corresponding via email, and I said, you talked about this store that's going to go under because they're getting fined for selling plastic guns. And you sent me the link and shit and back and forth. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I love partying with people who like to drink. And then I sent you an email and I go, let's become friends. Is that gay? And then it was just...
It was like...
Radio silence.
Did I just stop responding after that?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Hi, this is Anthony Cumia,
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes,
and together we're Compound Censored.
and we would like you to subscribe with this deal using this promo code right below me right now.
Do it, because it's very entertaining.
And I realized what it is. Guys from New York are members of the I'm not gay community, and they don't do gay jokes.
But I did a lot of gay jokes on
Really?
the air and stuff. Me and Jimmy were Jimmy Norton constantly, hey, go suck, then suck my dick, or let's all go to the bathroom and just hold each other's we take a leak. I don't know.
Maybe it was just timing then.
Maybe it was. I wouldn't. Maybe I thought you were serious. No.
Because I've noticed with dudes from Brooklyn, I like to end phone calls. The three funniest ways to end phone calls are white power, like not with a racist or anything,
Of
just
course,
like a woman
crazy
who
to
works at
end
an
a call
M&M
like
shop, and you go, okay, great, white power. And I love you is another one.
That's a good one for someone you
that's
don't know, of
Yeah,
course.
don't know, like the electrician. Okay, I love you, bye. And apology accepted is another one I like to do.
And they would wonder, of course, why.
Yeah. And I've noticed with dudes from Brooklyn, when you go, I love you, as you're hanging the phone up or clicking, you'll hear, Jesus Christ!
Hey!
What the fuck did you just, like, guys you've known for years, too.
Yeah.
What the, no! And I thought, oh, Anthony's one of those guys. And then I heard a radio show where you were talking about having a shower with your dad.
Yes, that was our show. We talked about like how my dad was going to try to teach us how to shower because that's the manly thing to do and not take a bath, which, was the kind of the, I guess, gay thing to do. as a male adult when you reach a certain
when
age.
they were making jokes about coming off your dad's and
Yes.
every single time they made a joke like that, you said, no, that's not what happened. No, that wasn't it. No, it wasn't gay. Every single time.
I had to reiterate.
I was listening to it going, oh, that's part of the I'm not gay community. They don't do those kind of jokes.
That's so odd because with all the material I've done over the years and stories I've told, the last thing I think I am is fearful that anyone would think I'm gay, first of all, or that I wouldn't find the humor in a gay like joke or self-gay-precating. I don't know what the fuck you even call it,
but don't you think it's interesting that every single time those guys were saying, yeah, you like that, you're probably looking at this, there's maybe 13. And every single time you went, no.
It probably became like, part of the actual bit, almost like a who's on first thing where someone would say and I'd have to go, no, see, that isn't what happened.
Yes, I get it now.
But yeah, that was kind of a freaky moment in life, the whole dad trying to teach you to shower. I didn't need any of that. I'll figure out how to shower when I get older.
Well, I have a foreskin, and I have to explain to my sons at some point what you got to do. You got to peel it back, get the soap in there.
Wash it out.
Wash it out. If you think you're going to get a BJ, you better wet wipe that sucker, because
so I guess your son's also following in your dick steps, keeping the keeping the foreskin.
Of course.
Was that a religious thing, or was it a thing where you said, I just don't,
I don't feel like maiming my child.
Yeah.
I name my child. I don't maim my child.
You don't maim your child.
And then guys, all my friends, they're all Americans, and they cut I was born in England, and they cut their sons' dicks off. And
that's extreme.
Well, the top part.
Right.
And I go, why did you do that? And they always have the stupidest reason. They go, I just wanted his to look like mine. For what?
That's an interesting.
The penis shoots you guys are going to do? Like, when are your penises going to, the nude oil paintings?
It is odd because I do think there is some kind of a, you saying you're uncircumcised and then your kids being uncircumcised. You might have this thing where you kind of want them to be like
But
you.
I didn't do anything. I didn't like add a foreskin to it. I said to the doctor, don't cut that part of his body off.
But you didn't cut it off.
Yeah, it wasn't hard.
It wouldn't have looked like Dad's dick.
They weren't sitting there scissors going, what, are you insane?
Come on, kid, he's got a cigarette. Come on!
Don't be a pussy!
Give us the Give us the high sign.
No.
No, huh?
Fuck no.
All right, that's interesting. Any other things that you did raising your kids that would be considered not odd, because not having a kid circumcised is not odd, but something that you decided wasn't good for the child? Any inoculation thing?
I mean, dude, we could do a whole show about that. My motto with my kids is safety last.
Safety last?
Safety last.
That's kind of how I know I grew up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we had fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember remember before BMX, there were these bicycles that were like dirt bikes, and they had a fake gas tank.
Yeah, they looked like
shocks on the back. Yeah, they looked like
motorcycles.
motorcycles. And we would ride those off of jumps, and of course I'm misremembering it, but I remember being in the air for like an hour.
Yeah.
You'd just be soaring.
And the ramp just throughout the day got higher and higher.
Yes,
like you didn't just stop and say, that's great.
Yes.
It got higher and higher until something broke or someone
or
really
some
got
dude had a bone sticking out like that.
Right.
And even then, you wouldn't go, ah, you'd go, oh my fucking God, dude, your bone. And then he'd have to go and he'd have a cast and he'd get it signed.
It was cool to have a broken arm for a time as a kid. Brian Regan had a great bit about that when kids would get hurt. The kids would come over and it's like they're, think they're little doctors. Put some leaves on it. Get some leaves. But you did. It was like this Lord of the Flies environment with kids.
Don't touch him. No, touch him. No, you got to straighten it out.
Yeah. No, I heard you're not supposed to touch him. Just these bizarre ideas. But there were those groups of friends you had, and you were out all day. When you drive around now, you don't see kids out playing or doing things. And I think they've gotten so crazy, parents, with this safety issue. So you've
and it's ironic that the world's become so much safer. There's so many less, abductions and whatevers. There's so much less crime than there was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yet we act in the reverse, like it's more dangerous for kids. And when I was driving up here, I was like, this is fucking paradise. This is bucolic.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I moved here if my kids would have that getting on your bike, going to Darren Alberti's house, ringing the doorbell. He's not home. Oh, maybe Michael Cox is home.
Yep. But you let them. You just go, hey, go out and play and come back at some other
My son's got stitches right now.
There you go.
He had a cast for a while. He's always got a black eye. I mean, girls are a little different.
Yeah.
They don't want to, ride off and jump. But I'm really adamant about the kids getting fucked up.
And kids used to, like, we would leave the house in the morning and just be like, take it easy.
Exactly.
And like, you'd come back at night. You were gone the whole fucking day, and your parents had no clue where you were. Couldn't get in touch with you. It wasn't a fucking cell phone. You were gone for the entire day, and I guess your parents just hoped you weren't getting killed or somewhere. I don't know.
But you did. I remember this chick, Kim. I won't say her last name because she became a crackhead and abandoned her children.
Shit.
But Kim, we were playing doctor with her, and she was nude, and it was
Oh,
males
okay.
and females. Yep. She's lying there nude, and we just started biting her, like really hurting her. And we were about 9, and I know that's horrible, but even that was healthy. Because we were learning our boundaries. We were learning it's fucked up to bite
It's fucked
a nude
up to
person.
bite people.
Yeah,
Right.
Naked ladies. She was learning that you can't leave yourself vulnerable or people might bite your tits.
Right.
Not that she had tits, but sort of tits.
I think there's there's such a fear now if parents realize their kids are doing anything sexual like that, that they need to get them in counseling or involve the police or something. And I don't know of anybody my age that didn't have a story of, we showed each other, our asses, or fucking, this chick was, this little kid pulled her pants down and I pulled my pants down. And it was just something that happened. You never even put much thought to it after the fact.
It happened to my brother, he won't mind me saying this, had a game once when he's 14 years younger than me, and he had a game where they would be in a cardboard box and they would stick their in a hole in the box, and then someone would hold, the guy in the box would hold the and then he would say, who are you and what do you do? And then the guy, sorry if I spelled it.
No, it's
the guy with the would go like, I like to climb trees. And then the guy in the box would go, that's Darren. And that was the game.
Oh, so you would know who it was.
I guess, yeah, it's their own game show they invented.
Wow.
So they came into my room, and I would be about 17 at the time, and they explained the game, and I remember being so, beating myself up about shit like that, I looked up Darren Alberti's asshole with a flashlight.
Why?
I don't know. It's interesting, though. There's stalagmites and stalactites and
things going on.
And then we're in a tent, and I look up at the screen, and I see my mother's face.
Oh, shit.
And she's been watching me look up Darren Alberti's asshole.
What the hell did she do?
She's such an alcoholic that she has no recollection. And I ran into the tent going, Mom, what you just saw, and she's like, what, is it all right then, son? Okay then, you're gonna get, and I was like, okay, good.
Oh my
That's
God.
in the vault. But when the kids came to me and said, who are you and what do you do? I said, look guys, you do fucked up shit when you're young. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's fine, blah, blah, blah. So they go home and they tell their parents that Kyle's big brother Gavin said, it's perfectly okay to touch each other's penises.
All right, they put a little more to it than what he said. He was misquoted.
So none of my brother's friends were allowed to come by after that when I was visiting the house.
Yeah.
I'm a pedophile, clearly.
Holy shit. Did you, obviously, you said your mom was an alcoholic. How was your dad as far as growing
They're
up?
Scottish, so it's like Russians. They don't have the word alcoholic in their vocabulary.
It's just what you
They
are.
have pussies who don't drink.
Those are non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Yeah. Like the other day I was there and they were talking about this dude, a friend of theirs who wasn't there, and they go, he could drink, he'd have a wee bit of fruitcake in the fridge and he'd have only one bite every 2 days. And that fruitcake would last for weeks, and that's all he'd eat. Once we said to him, you could drink for Scotland, like in the Drinking World Olympics.
Right.
And then his retort was, for Scotland, I could drink for the world. Like in the Universal Drinking Olympics.
An interplanetary drinking contest.
And I'm determined to make a sketch of that, of just the different aliens sitting down and chugging. And then I go, what happened to him? And my uncle goes, oh, he passed away, a lot of, drinking and not eating and all that. I'm like, That's a tragedy.
Right.
You're talking about an alcoholic who starved to death, and that's like a side detail.
Right,
Like
right.
he got hit by a car, or he died of black lung or something.
Holy
That's
shit.
crucial to the story.
How do you have a weird reputation in the online community, especially, and on Fox News and stuff. You're looked at as a very intelligent guy, but then you're also looked at as a lunatic, and then people have called you, you know, a right-wing extremist, and well, the racist is hilarious to me these days. Anyone that calls me a racist, I'm like, oh, really? That's quaint.
You know what a great retort to that is? What does that mean? And then they
don't know.
They never
Is that,
continue.
I'm gonna have to use that.
Say
one.
that. Are you racist? What is a racist? And then they go.
Because now it's stepped up to from racist. Because I think even these liberals and black groups and whatnot, they realize that racist. People are just laughing at it now. Really, racist?
Blacks don't use like. I just saw a daycare group crossing the street on the way here, and one of the guys was black, and he had a.
In this neighborhood?
No.
Holy
this is way
shit!
in Manhattan.
Oh,
Sorry.
let me get a breath here.
He had a Washington Redskins hat.
Mm-hmm.
And
there
I
you
just
go. That's
thought,
odd. Right.
black people, like they don't know about the Redskins controversy. They don't give a fuck. Even if you did tell them, it would just go zoop.
Yeah, they don't care. You're right.
Racism is rich white people who don't hang out with anyone else telling less rich white people how to think and what to do.
That they're racist.
Yeah.
And how tolerant they should be.
And what terms they should.
They
when
should
I was a
use.
kid, it was punks versus Nazi skinheads, and we were all white. And it was really middle-class kids, us, fighting working-class kids, the Nazi skinheads, on some stupid caveat about race that the races weren't involved. Like the so-called Packy bodega owner would just see these crazy kids fighting. It's not like he was going, thanks for the help, guys.
Thanks for the support.
Thanks for fighting
like they've
Nazi
been delegated to fight these race wars.
We're their little
but
PLO,
just as
we're
white
their
people.
Palestinian terrorists. We got your back, Rajiv. And it's the same with blacks. They don't blog about fucking this shit. I mean, there's the mulattoes who have plenty to say about how evil white people are, even though they haven't seen their black dad their whole life and they were raised by a white mom. We've all seen, them, the Alicia Keys types.
Yeah.
But as far as a regular black dude, racism to him is like Dungeons and Dragons.
But I get shit on a lot by black dudes and especially black chicks. Like they love to pile on and
Real
call me
black
asshole.
chicks?
Well, that's just it. I was just going to bring that up too. 90% of them are white guys trying to speak some horrific ebonics that they think and instantly blocked. But I've had debates with some black people on Twitter, and it's a little difficult at 140 characters a pop, but it kind of almost shows how much gumption and intelligence your opponent has if they can make a point in that
that's a fun,
little thing. It is
a fun way to constrain an argument.
It comes in handy when you have to really debate something quickly in your real life. But I've had a few of those, and I think there's a grave misunderstanding as to what a racist is in this day and age, with everybody, with blacks and with these fucking dumb liberal white people that think that they've been put in charge. A picture was posted on History Pics the other day, and it was a bunch of black people in a pool, and this white guy in one of these 50s Ward Cleaver suits throwing acid in the pool. It was a historic picture, and I retweeted it and said, now that's a racist. Like, I don't care what I've done and what you think about my opposing viewpoints of black people or the president or whatever, but that's a fucking racist. This guy's taking it to the umpteenth level. So it really demeans the word and what it really meant when you just call somebody that opposes your viewpoint racist. I would love to
find one. I would love to meet one.
A real live
racist. And I've been to like Council of Conservative Citizens meetings and American Renaissance conferences looking. I mean, I used to be a reporter, so I'd be like, I need to find one of these racists everyone's talking about. And I think a racist is someone who says blacks or a race is a certain way and there's no exceptions.
No exceptions, and they should be kept here, and we should be kept here. And there are other,
or even that's like another level.
Is that
like
another
one
level
of racist says there are characteristics about a group that are irrefutable and you can't change them, and a black guy could never be a mathematician.
Right, okay.
Then one stage up from that is, so let's kill them all like Hitler, or
right,
let's fucking not give them water
it's a flow
fountains.
chart.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you go, I'd love to meet this fucking idiot, but he doesn't exist.
He doesn't exist. I don't know. Patrice O'Neill said it too on our show. He goes, I've yet to meet a racist.
A racist.
He goes, I want to meet one. I want to see him. I want to hear him
He's
talk.
a unicorn. I want to kiss him.
But a lot of people would think that they're everywhere, and they're
everywhere.
They're exercising their racism.
It's like 1 in 2 college students will be women in college will be. And when you hear that, you go, well, you've obviously changed the definition.
Right.
Because me is the guy with a ski mask in an alleyway and a knife. That's not 50%. And you think of all the guys you've met. Like, I've talked to dudes who went to jail, and they go, out of all the dudes I met in jail, I never met anyone that wanted to rape a chick.
Yeah.
Or strangle her or anything.
Right.
Then you meet girls and like, can you choke me? And you're like, okay, like this. And then slap me.
That is frightening.
Like a psh, no. And then you start getting mad. You go, you want to fucking get slapped? Psh. You're like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then you start becoming that evil guy. But as far as what we start out as, we're just like, I just like to spoon and fuck you.
Yeah.
In the pussy.
Can we just be nice here? This whole like, pull my hair. No, harder. I'm like,
all right.
Like, this isn't exciting me in a sexual way. It's cool because, you know, we're naked and you know, but like, pull my hair, pull it harder. I'm not going, whoa, I'm going to come. This is crazy. I'm just thinking, when do we get to the fucking part?
I get into it, though. It's like if they said, I want to be fucked by a clown. Okay, red
Do
nose.
you put the nose on?
Let's put the thing, and then, so when they go, fuck me up, and especially New York girls, especially Jewish New York girls.
Yeah.
Like, they go from like, fuck me, hit me, to kill me.
Wow.
Like, fucking kill me. And then, I mean, they're kidding in a way. Like, as soon as you're done, you jizz on their face, and they're like, I'm a fucking whore. You're like, ah. And then right after, when you clean it off with your t-shirt, they're like, I'm not your whore, by the way.
Yeah. Excuse me, a little respect.
Yeah.
I just came on your fucking
We were, okay.
Yeah. It gets me when porn stars, and especially there's this that new girl, that Belle Knox girl.
Yeah.
We had her on our show, on the Opie and Anthony show, before I was fired. And she was talking about how it's this empowerment that she gets from doing these films, and she's 3 guys are fucking her, and she's jacking 2 off on her face, and she's like, it's so empowering to me that it's like, wow, look, whatever you got to say to yourself to get you through it, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with her because she probably needs that, but nobody is looking at you as if that's an empowered
girl. You
woman.
go, girl. I
Right.
can't wait till my daughter does
Right.
that. That's awesome.
Yes, exactly. When my little girl is getting
One day.
loads of...
I saw a documentary about strippers and sex workers or something, and the mom was a judge, and her daughter was this big feminist, and then the daughter got so into it, she ended up doing stripping. And the mom has a complete fucking meltdown, even though she's been an advocate for this her whole life. She goes, wait, what are you doing this shit? This wasn't the deal. It's fucking gross. And that's the way liberals always are, right? When it's in their backyard, like, eugenics is a lie until they need a sperm donor. And then they're like, I want him to be white, no redheads, professor.
And how do they deny such an obvious hypocrisy that they have? Because it is obvious, and you can call them out on it, but they will deny it like a kid that, you know, stole something.
It's really fascinating watching them dance around the subject. Like, there are no red-headed sperm donors.
Right.
There are no black sperm donors. Why isn't Al Sharpton mad about
Shouldn't
that? Let's hear about that.
Stir up as to, yeah, because the next question is why?
Why?
And now those people have to explain that isn't a big mover. We're not moving them like, you know.
Where are these politicians? Why aren't all their kids in black schools?
Right, that's another
Why aren't
thing.
they promoting multiculturalism? Because they're full of fucking shit. And you always catch them on, like, they go, when George W. Bush won the election, they go, election was rigged. It's so fucking evil. We need to regulate the election more. Okay, let's do voter ID. And then they see, oh, that's bad for Obama and bad for... That's racist.
That's just racist.
You just told me to solve it. I solved it.
People can't get out and vote like that. They're old and this, and you can't drive and get an ID. And
they can't get ID.
The excuses I've heard for no voter identification, they never make any sense. It sounds like everybody that's voting needs to. They're all those big fat people that are in their bed that need a fucking forklift to take them out with the ambulance and everything. That's how everyone is. I can't get an ID.
It's too hard. James O'Keefe sent us a guy out to try to, a black guy, to get voter ID, and he sent him to a bar, and he said, I want to get a drink, but I don't have any ID. And she goes, well, we need ID here. And he goes, but that's unfair to me. He goes, I want to have a drink. It's my right to have a drink, and you're being way too harsh. And she goes, well, apparently you don't want to drink enough.
That's great.
And that's the argument in a nutshell.
Point made.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got streetcarnage.com, and just describe that briefly to people that are watching.
It's irrelevant. It's
irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. It's a tiny little
Can you get another Guinness, Keith, maybe? Pop back there. We don't have our bartender girl here today, but
it's a tiny little stupid website I just do to amuse myself.
But it gets some heat when you put something on there that's a little controversial.
Yeah, I mean, Tacky Mag gets much more heat, and Fox News blows up. But what you were saying earlier about your views and controversy, I was at Fox the other day, and we were about to do a show, and this black sound guy, someone introduces me. I think his name's Tony. And
I love that guy over at the same guy that does Red Eye.
Yeah.
No,
this is the guy you're going to be working with. And I go, hey, man. He goes, I know who you are. And then he comes over, shakes my hand, and he goes, look, I don't agree with everything you say, but I respect that you say what's on your mind. And we're shaking hands. And I felt like screaming, I don't have views. Like, I'm not an evangelical Christian.
Right.
I believe whatever, you give me the evidence, and I come up with a conclusion.
Right.
And if you want to disprove it, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have views. I don't get this.
That's the world we're living in. It's everyone needs to fit into a category, have a view of something, and you really can't deviate from everyone else's views. So if you support conservative ideology, then you must support. You must not support abortion. And I'm like, I fucking love the Second Amendment. I'm obviously leaning conservative, but I love a good abortion. I don't give a shit about. I wouldn't personally have one because I'm a guy. But if any woman wants to have one.
So you're one of these people who considers it's arguable that it is murder, but you're fine with that.
Yes, exactly. No one can define when life starts but the almighty power somewhere. You can't have some guy that go, well, obviously it starts at conception. Obviously it starts after 6 months. Obviously it starts after the baby leaves the vagina. All three of those have some form of debatability to them.
So you're okay with murder?
I'm okay with fetus murder. Once the baby
only in New York
comes out, or even I'll even give you a couple of months on that inside thing when they really start kind of doing those things like, he's moving exactly like he's going to move when he gets out of there. But I think there's a lot to be said about breathing air as far as what makes you a human. So I personally don't mind abortions. I've never had a girlfriend or wife or anything, thank God, that ever had one. But one had an ectopic pregnancy, my ex-wife, and I was hoping at the time, please God, I love this girl. In hindsight, I wish she hemorrhaged to death. I wish she hemorrhaged to death.
I am very anti-abortion.
I would assume.
But one thing that no one talks about abortion is, I've never had a woman who was ever in that scenario. I actually did have a girl take a morning after pill once because she was worried about a broken condom. I don't have a problem with morning after pills. But
doesn't that not jibe with the whole murder thing? Because who does know when it starts?
A lot of Catholics let it slide. I let it slide.
I hear you.
That's one day.
Thank you, Keith.
But who are these fucking idiots who are we've all been jerking off? Every guy's been jerking off since before he could come.
Oh, yeah.
You'd beat off till it was red and go, I should probably stop now. This is not healthy.
I hope something more comes of this when I get older.
Yeah, this doesn't have an ending.
This sucks.
So you know exactly when you're going to come, and then you have these guys just fucking a chick who just go, oh. Do you shit your pants too? Do you just go, oh, I got diarrhea. Oh. That's less bad because you can just clean your underwear and your pants.
You could just clean up.
Who comes in a chick?
comes in a chick?
Yeah.
Well, if the girl's on the pill,
that's fine, but she's not getting pregnant. And a lot of people lie. They'll say,
right.
oh, she got pregnant and the pill fucked up. Yeah, right.
I would assume too that there's a lot of bullshit going on. The condom broke.
The condom broke. Okay, this is what you do. You pull out right before the end. Check. All right.
There you go.
All right. Boom, 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 boom.
A little preventative.
Little glance, because condoms do break,
right.
especially when you're young. But you figure it out.
I think a lot of guys are pulling out a little late. After a couple, it's like,
Yeah,
I pulled out. It's like,
Yeah.
you pulled out as it's fucking just flying. Of course there's going to be a problem.
But they should be, in the whole abortion debate, these guys should be vilified, mocked, I don't know, ridiculed.
Yeah.
They don't come up. And I understand it is, a woman did fuck up if she didn't take precautions.
Right.
But the guy's also partly responsible, and no one talks about this fucking buffoon.
Are you against abortion because of the murder angle of it? So that's it. What about?
I'm a huge anti-murder guy.
So even death penalty, you're not a death penalty guy?
No, I'm pro death penalty.
All right, see, there's a little weirdness.
Yeah.
But again, Jimmy Norton was called out all the time about his. They would call it a hypocrisy, and Jimmy would go, "No, I never profess to be consistent on anything," which is brilliant.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's where racism comes from. Like, oh, you said that this woman who hit you in the face is an animal. Ergo, Mike Tyson, Patrice O'Neill, Thomas Sowell, all these other guys are disgusting baboons.
Right.
And you go, I'm not consistent in that sense.
Right.
No one is. That's the thing. Like when we were talking about finding this bad guy, no one's that dumb.
Yeah.
No one, and with the death penalty, I bet I could sit with some guy for 4 hours and he'd change my mind. I've had my mind changed about Israel
20 times.
about 20 times.
Yeah. When you're talking to somebody that's well informed about something, especially on their side of the argument, they can be very persuasive.
Oh yeah, like John Bolton. I saw John Bolton arguing with Kennedy from the Independents, and I would hear her and go, "Fucking right, girl, preach it, sister." And then he'd handle it, and I go, "Too true, John."
Yeah, and you're like, what am I the dummy here? How am I so easily
I
swayed?
apparently don't know the details on this.
It's like when you watch these polls, and every week they're swinging one way or the other, and the undecided voters and stuff. It's like, who said yes last week and no this week?
Women.
Who has such a women?
Women. They're the worst voters in the world. They're stupider than me. And I'm a moron.
So you think women have a problem holding on to
Women elected Obama because he's hot and cool.
Right.
And he said, everyone should be friends in a cool, strong, everyone should be friends.
Is that what did it?
Yeah, that's what did it.
I thought it was the economy and the wars and
No, if you
silly me.
No, if you look it up, women did tilt the scales.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
On Obama.
Absolutely.
And we know we're talking about 150 million people here. Or no, I guess with voters it's much less.
Voters, it's much less, which is infuriating.
We're talking about tens of millions of people here.
Yeah.
And of course there's tons of incredibly informed women. But overall, if you compare them to men, you're going to see a lot more emotional responses and a lot less rational decisions.
Sure.
And that's not great for voting.
Yeah.
Over the course of millions of decisions.
There are many people who still think women shouldn't vote just for that reason.
And Coulter.
Ann Coulter.
I said it to her and she goes, totally agree.
Ann Coulter said that.
She was like, I'll fall on this sword.
Yeah.
I'll not be able to vote for the sake of millions of bad decisions.
She's quite the anomaly when it comes to
She's
the
wonderful.
woman. I love her. I was talking about her in one of the interviews I did. The fact that she can say whatever she likes and then just tell people to go fuck themselves if they don't like it.
Yeah.
She's still selling huge amounts of books. She's doing appearances. She has, she's unapologetic in every sense of the word. And how do you not respect that? You could sit there and go, fuck her, I don't like what she says, this, that. But how do you not respect somebody that can go through 2014, in this day and age we live in, like that, and not have to apologize and walk on eggshells? The freedom is astounding.
It really is. I think it's because she's part Scottish.
You think it's that
I
Scottish
think it's
part?
the Scottish gene. It's a drunk gene. And she just talks like she's in a bar. But what happened with Anne was when MSNBC started out, they weren't the nutty left-wing thing.
Right.
They were just a hodgepodge of, they were trying to figure it out. She was one of their first pundits.
Which is hilarious.
Which
to
is
think.
awesome.
Yeah.
She didn't have a TV at home, so she didn't know the protocol. So she just spoke like she always spoke.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And then that became her thing, where she'd go, that guy looks like a complete and
apologize for that.
yeah, you went to Africa, you got Ebola. What are you doing there anyway?
Yeah.
Why don't you go to Minneapolis if you want poor people? And even the right is mad at her for that. But she just fucking talks off the dome. And every time I tell people that I know her, most of my friends are liberal, unfortunately, and they go, what's the deal with her? She's just trying to shock people, right, to sell books and get on Fox News.
No.
And you're like, I hate that concept. Because
Yeah.
if that was the concept, you'd go, reek.
Yeah, there you go.
This is my new book. Every in the world stinks to high heaven. Are your books going to be flying off the shelves?
Yes, are they going to sell? Just because you're saying things to be offensive and sell books.
People would go, I don't want this.
What
It's
is this?
fucking retarded.
Who wrote this?
Wow, I'm getting shocked. Wow, every page is bullshit.
Just like I knew I would.
Wow.
Yeah, she. I love that unapologetic angle, and that was early on. She's been this way forever, and but now more than ever, this apology epidemic that's going on. People are offended by something, and instantly the person comes out and has to apologize for what they said.
And it works. Like Jonah, what's his name?
Jonah Hill. He knew how to do it perfectly.
That thing, and he was tearing up and stuff.
Oh,
with
was
his
he
little crocodile
upset?
tears? And he's done now. He's awesome.
Yeah. Do you understand, though, that he could give a fuck about what he said? He didn't mean... These apologies mean nothing.
Well, what they mean is it's a way to empower the apology demanders. And once they get their pound of flesh, they go, I don't even care if you mean it or not. You just justified my existence, and that's us.
And that's just it. But everything now is like that, and the word is phony. It's all fake, and this symbolism matters more than the real substance of something. What you say matters more than what you do.
Well, Brett Ratner was interesting because he was asked about, I forget what movie it was, but he said, did you guys rehearse a lot? And he goes, rehearsals are for
Oh, right. I remember that.
And then he apologized like a bitch, crying like
Yeah.
crying his eyes out. And then what they weren't, they were like vampires. They couldn't get enough of his apology, and he ended up having to go on a tour to different colleges,
apology tour
to LGBT communities. Like Jonah Hill, somehow he did such a good job. He's off the hook. I guess because it was on
The Tonight
Fallon
Show,
or whatever.
huge.
But Brett Ratner couldn't. He just kept giving them blood, and they're like, not even close.
That's what happens. If you keep licking their ass like that, they're going to keep wanting their ass licked. Imus.
That's their fuel, yeah.
When Imus said nappy-headed hose years ago and got fired, he went on Reverend Al Sharpton's show. Now, this fucking guy has no credibility. Well, actually, he does. He's got the president's ear, which is amazing to me. But you look back at his history, he's not a good guy. And he's doing nothing for the black community. He's just a piece of shit. So Imus goes on his show and just starts groveling and apologizing. Do you think for a second a showman like Reverend Al Sharpton is going to take that and go, all right, you can go with my blessing?
Take it easy. I didn't want you to cry that much.
And tomorrow you're going to come in and apologize to this woman. Like they feed off of that
disgusting,
shit.
and it's so un-American. It's the opposite of the pioneers were so hungry they had to dig up their dead grandmother and like find parts of the maggoty flesh. Find maggots, actually. Maggots are fine.
Maggots are
eating, and then her frozen ears. And now we go, someone didn't enjoy what you said.
Yeah.
And you go, well, let me eat shit out of their ass for an hour. Will that help? Remember Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah.
He was bawling his fucking eyes out.
Crying. I don't use that language. What did he said on an answering machine message or something?
Well, the irony is he said to his son, I think he said, I don't need some fucking ruining my career.
Right.
And then that's exactly what happened. I mean, it wasn't a black dude who ruined his career. But it was that
just
culture of
saying it. Of course, but it was all the white executives at his network that went,
Have you ever met anyone in your life who says the word in a normal way? Like, yeah, we were there on Friday. About 2 were at the front of the bus, and then
No.
Never.
It's always a kind of a goof thing.
Yes.
You might go, like a friend comes in, you go, man, get over here.
Sure. Or like
it's a
Schwarza,
joke.
right. You're doing a parody of the word, but no one that I've ever met, and I'm Canadian, I don't hang out in the South, but I've never met a guy like, oh yeah, you're about that house.
Yeah. Wouldn't you just go like, wow.
I'd go, what?
That's
Finally,
really...
I found one of you guys.
I've been
hearing about you. I've seen so many people fired because of you.
So please sit down. This is going to take a while. I got to talk to you.
Okay. Question one.
Yeah, question one.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. My hand's shaking. So, what about a black mathematician? Is that a lie, or that's
Holy
the Jews that did
shit.
that? Thomas Sowell, is he a puppet or?
The real racist.
Oh,
you just don't see him.
Put him on a pedestal.
But we do get like lumped into that category just for disagreeing. I think if you have an opinion about something, and I've said this so many times, and somebody has an opposing viewpoint, this is the great thing about the country, and it sounds corny, is the fact that we have open forums, plenty of them, for open debate. And if you feel that somebody's being either unintelligent, uninformed, or a complete fucking asshole, you have the opportunity to debate that and show your point of view and side of it to make that person look stupid or uninformed.
Totally.
Now, to want them to be quiet and never heard from again, that kind of shows that you can't support an argument against what they're saying. Why wouldn't you want to expose somebody for being a moron instead of trying to silence them?
That's
like
like
the new thing.
Margaret Cho said about homosexuality. She goes, if you think homosexuality is something that you can catch, I've got some bad news for you. You're gay. Like, come on in, dance around.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to suck one and be going, and then the 999th and be going,
like,
this is actually
hey,
kind of amazing.
I think I'm gay.
I guarantee you, my 999th will be like,
The same as...
I'm sorry, give me a second here. Just, can I get some water?
Just like the first one.
It's exactly the same. And it's the same with racism. Like we're not all dying to be racist. We're not all like wishing we could have different fountains. Please stop us from these desires. If Archie Bunker is at a fucking diner and he's watching the game and he's having a sub and a black dude goes, fucking Ravens, man, worst defense in the world, and that's Archie's team, he's gonna go, I know, it drives me crazy, right? And then the black guy goes, what about these sandwiches too? What's with all the fucking mayonnaise? And Arch will go, yeah, it's insane. I tell them, I go, take it easy on the mayonnaise. He's gonna deny himself, this friend who shares his beliefs.
Right.
He's gonna go, sorry, although I'm dying to talk to you about these shitty sandwiches and my favorite football team, you're a
So
no way.
You're off limits to me,
I'm
sir.
going to deny myself that joy.
I couldn't sleep at night if I spoke to you.
Yeah. It's like employers, too. They're looking at the resume and they go, okay, you're going to make us $350,000. You're a very qualified accountant. You know all these tax loops. I'm going to look like a hero for hiring you because I will have saved so much money. It's not. Oh.
Oh, see.
Yeah, no.
I'd love to.
Ew.
Yeah.
No.
Who is that strongly?
Please take. Like, why? We're way too selfish to be racist, basically.
Yes. We would rather have somebody agree with the fact that we think there's too much mayo on the sandwich than call him out on his race or sexuality or anything else, because it's like, yeah, look at that.
You're amusing me. I like being amused. Yeah. I'm too greedy to deny myself that amusement. It's fucking infuriating. And you say this to liberals and they're like, no, you just hate them.
Yes.
You lie in bed.
And it's 24 hours a day. Like being a racist is someone actually.
Bigot is their new word.
The bigot.
Bigot is their big word.
And white supremacist came up like, I guess racist isn't putting enough impact. So today I was called a white supremacist.
I think I saw that on Twitter.
And it's like, wow. So racist wasn't bad enough.
Anyone who is really into race, what do they call them? Racial realists. Mm-hmm. Those dudes who are into eugenics and the bell curve and IQ, they all acknowledge that Asians are more intellectual. So technically, right. Jared Taylor and Peter Brimelow and all these villains are Asian supremacists.
Asian supremacists.
And if these IQ tests are so biased, why do Asians knock it out of the park every fucking time.
Every time.
Here's the thing, though, about you. Like, let's go into the dark zone, right?
Let's do it.
The bell curve is as bad as it gets, and that gives liberals nightmares. That's like their satanic Bible.
But that's also like, the liberal satanic Bible. It's evil. They bring it up even though, it's written years ago.
They've never seen it.
They've never seen it. Much
It's like Ann
the
Coulter
racist.
when they go, how can you like her? I go, please take one sentence from any of her books and tell me why it's wrong. Yeah. And they've never opened it. They don't know.
Yeah.
Please go to a bookstore, just open up a page and read one fucking sentence. Anyway, the bell curve has blacks, whites, Asians, and there's a ton of fucking overlap. There are hundreds of thousands of blacks smarter than hundreds of thousands of Asians. When you look at millions of people, there might be a bit of a pattern going on. But as far as individuals, there's so much overlap that you'd be a moron to not assume you're talking to one of the guys who's on the overlap part.
Right.
So in that sense, it's kind of an anti-racist book, and that's the worst they got.
That's it. That's the worst they got. George Carlin had a great quote, too. He said, if you look at the intelligence of the average American, half the country is dumber than him. And man, that really is disheartening.
He'll be white. The average IQ in America is 100 by definition. They start with 100. With the population, the odds are he's going to be white. The majority's going to be white. I don't think we know anyone with 100 IQ. And no disrespect to dumb people. I fucking love idiots.
They're my life.
They're the best guys in the world.
We need them.
I met these dudes who were in fucking Somalia, and they were so dumb they didn't have PTSD. Because they were just like...
Wow. Is that like the kryptonite of PTSD?
Yes.
Is dumbness.
They were fucking shooting at us, going crazy. I got back in the tank. I just started shooting back, and we got the fuck out of there. I mean, it was insane.
Like Bunny from Platoon.
Yeah.
Like just so
just
dumb.
a video game.
Yeah.
And they go, we're going back in March, but that shit is fucking wild over there. And I was like, who would you rather hang out with, him or one of the top biochemists in the world?
The dumb guy.
The dumb guy. They were fun.
Yeah. There's something to be said for that whole ignorance is bliss thing, because you do kind of ponder and toil over things that are happening in the world. And a lot of times the media does blow it out of proportion, sensationalize things. And then you kind of sit there and just got to think about it. It would be so nice to just be like, it's such a nice day out.
Garfield is hilarious.
Oh, this shit. Garfield.
Every Sunday Funny cracks me up. Wow, every show is awesome.
Yeah.
And every commercial is amazing.
Right?
I
gotta buy that product.
My dad is a smart physicist dude, and he just wakes up and starts chugging Old Milwaukee so he can get down to the rest of us. And then he's just screaming and yelling, wetting the bed, falling over. We were playing Trivial Pursuit the other day, and he was like, I was on his team, and he screams at me, "This man is an idiot, and I do not want him on my team. He knows nothing." And that's the place that these intellectuals go, because they have to get so wasted to become normal. And I think they're our slaves.
Really?
Yes. My father-in-law is a genius. I don't want to disparage him, but he is so smart that if he's not at work, which is 10 hours a day every day of the week, he's sitting working out different formulas, curing cancer.
We do
and
depend on them.
We need, and they can't, like, you could have the best party in the world here with all nude ladies, and my dad, if he was sober, and my father-in-law would just be going,
oh, wow.
Meanwhile, the fucking dummies from Somalia would be going, golly, look at all these naked ladies. This place, who let the dogs out, dude?
There's something to be said. I think we're getting a little dumber, and it is kind of odd, because social media and just everything that's available on the internet, you would think that's an influx of more information.
Yeah.
And you can decide for yourself and build your own opinions and learn things. But when I look and I see these fucking fire challenges going on now, this is the dumbest fucking thing. Well, apparently the young people, they are pouring alcohol, like regular rubbing alcohol, on their bodies and putting it on YouTube, videoing it, and then lighting themselves on fire. But they're near like a pool or a shower or a bathtub, so it's totally safe.
What could go wrong?
And what could go wrong? Watch some YouTube things. I will, Monday, we're going to pull up a bunch of those because I wanted to talk about that at length. So when you really put it out there, the nuts and bolts of what it is, kids are setting themselves on fire to be on the internet. Setting themselves, you used to have to maybe sing a song, I don't know, get hit in the balls with a golf ball or something like that.
Open a new toy and describe the articulation of the knee.
Yes, kittens, very popular.
Yes,
now,
they do well.
We've reached the point where the internet is so saturated with things and all those things and that they can't even make room for themselves. Setting yourself on fire is now getting the fucking hits. And it, to me, is, I think that's the dumbest thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
It's the most against your will to live thing that you could possibly do.
I know this dude, or I know of this dude named Mud, who's a tattooist, and he lit his...
Of course you do, and of course he is.
He lit his polyester turtleneck on fire in the 70s.
Man, that's like lava.
And he took it off, and his whole face, he has no ears, and he's just got like a weird mouth. He's an awesome guy.
Dude, so it was like
So he was like,
melted
"Ah!"
fucking, it was like napalm.
Yeah, and then he had the
that he
napalm
pulled over his
plastic
face.
bag over his face that just burst into flames. And I'm sorry, but burn victims are not hot.
No, that is a tough thing to do. And I guess you're in pain all the time.
I saw in People
imagine.
magazine, they had Sexiest Man Alive, or Sexiest Man of the Year, and the dude from Dancing with the Stars, who's got like eye, hole, mouth.
Right.
Wonderful guy, total hero.
Sure.
Iraq War, awesome
Yeah.
dude. Sexy. I think these liberals should have to fuck him if he's so sexy.
If you want to put it in the sexiest guy column, and,
Sex.
and you're the one voting,
Sex implies intercourse. Why don't you lie under him?
there are plenty of people that are heroic, wonderful, noble.
Wonderful.
Everyone from
Wonderful.
people that are, but just because they're this doesn't mean they're this.
Sorry.
And for some reason, I think we've passed that too. It's politically incorrect to say that if you aren't wonderful here, then you could also, you're sexy. When they were calling that fucking fatty from Precious, the movie Precious.
Right.
And they're like,
Awesome chick, by the way.
Here she is. I've heard her interviews with her and stuff, and I've seen other movies.
Really
and stuff.
cool.
Seems cool. I don't know her personally, but all I'm saying is visually, when she's walking the red carpet and all these news people are there going, and here she comes. She is beautiful in this dress.
Yeah.
Like, look,
It's so patronizing.
yes, it's
such a
phony,
lie. It's
patronizing.
fucking
You're
insulting.
lying, and it is insulting to her, to the viewers, to everybody.
It's like Anthony Cumia and Gavin McInnes are talking right now. So African, so black. Look at these black warriors, these Zulu warriors. They're the blackest guys in the world. And you're like, I have eyes, you know.
I know I'm not.
I saw
I
Lena
assume
Dunham.
you
There was
do.
a picture of Lena Dunham on something, and I put it on Instagram, and it was like, Lena Dunham makes a beautiful bridesmaid. And it had her leaning, she looked like a fucking potato that someone had drawn zits on. And I have no problem with her. I think she's a good writer, and I
Right.
think Girls is a good show.
Absolutely.
Breathtakingly gorgeous? No.
No.
She's a 4.
A quirky fetish fuck?
Oh, I
I'll
love
give you
4s.
that.
I've beat off, I don't even remember the 9s but I've spilled probably a keg of cum.
To those
remembering the
4s,
4s.
man.
Oh yeah, I love 4s.
Because there were probably a lot more of them.
Yeah. There was a girl in New Orleans, a bartender, she was a 4.2, very fat.
Little.
I fucked her 8 times.
Wow, same night? Like,
Nope.
Just
4
over-
that night, 4 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
And the first one was, you like that all over your fucking face? And she's like, yeah, my fucking and
Wow.
And then the second one was like, you want some more? And she's like, yeah.
Oh, kind of the enthusiasm kind of waned over.
You could graph it, go down until the next morning at 11 a.m. I was just like, you want that? You want some of that? And it was just sort of, it was like, it was foam. It was a drop of foam.
Wow.
And it landed on her cheek, and she was just going,
Yeah, you're probably dehydrated at that point. You're drying out like the person that fell asleep next to the bean pod.
I looked like E.T. by the
Yes.
time I was done. You want some more froth?
That's pretty good for a fat chick, because usually after you shoot, you're just kind of like,
man,
you know.
it was heaven because I could do any. I think I sat on her face. I probably sat on 2 girls' faces in my life, like anything.
That is unique with a girl. That's a special kind of lady.
That's a special kind of lady.
Right
Sitting
there,
on a woman's face. I mean, I own my wife.
Right. And you wouldn't,
I wouldn't consider it.
Well, there are relationship girls, and then there's like pig fucking girls,
Yeah.
and everything in between.
Well, you think when you get married, I remember being 6 years old, 7 years old. Dale Aiken.
Young groom.
Dale Aiken said to me, when you're married, you can go up to your wife and go, you have to show me your tits right now. And she has to show you
Did
her
that
tits.
sound like the most amazing
And I was
thing
like,
in the world?
I cannot fuck. When is it legal to get married?
Because that would be the most important thing.
Yeah.
At that age, you're just like, what? I could just ask and she has to? Not even that she would want to, which is so funny as that childlike thought. Yeah.
If I ask my wife to show me her tits, I can guarantee, I will literally bet you $900 that she'll say fuck off.
Really?
Yeah. I'll put another 400 for just...
Now, why is that?
I don't know. It's just tits. Just pull them out.
It's just tits. Girls
I think
have-
I should be able to fuck you in the ass every night. We'll lube it up. We'll make it easy.
Right.
Why
right.
can't...
You're going to be sensitive.
Sex in marriage is like once every 2 years, maybe if she's wasted.
Wow.
It's a jip.
There is like this weird fucking eclipse thing that has to happen in order to get
It's so
like
many
that
different
ass sex
things.
thing. Yeah.
She has to be drunk. It has to have been a long time. You have to watch her show.
Is that it?
That's huge. That's how you get laid in marriage. You watch Top Chef and you go,
Yeah.
what is that? She's not going to win. That's disgusting. Looks like diarrhea. And you root
right.
for, you don't have to root for her person, but you have to root. And
Yeah.
then you pour in the wine and you're
Just
like,
be interested.
I'm getting laid.
Yeah.
I enjoyed your stupid, shitty show.
It hurts. But now, if it's to the point where it's hurting, we got to go all the way. This isn't...
Well, that's it too. That's part of the fun. I don't want you to go, please fuck my ass. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That put itself on fire. Finally. So you're like, no, you have to be going,
Yeah. You don't want her to not know it's in. like that would be very embarrassing.
I fucked this chick in Austin, Texas once. Her name was Shelly. She, I won't say what she did, but I fucked her in the closet. I tried to put it in her butt, actually. She goes, she did something like, said something like, I thought more of you.
Oh, really?
It's like I had said something.
Right.
It was disappointing that I even tried, but whatever. So I fucked her in the blah, blah, blah. And then she's pulling up her pants after, and she goes, oh, thanks. I needed that. I was really fucking horny.
Wow. She just fucking...
Like, you just ruined it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to like it.
You're not supposed to... And you can't leave like a man. Don't leave sex like
Doing
a
her
fucking
belt
man.
buckle up.
Yeah. Taking her bifold wallet and putting it in her back pocket.
Thanks. That gets the kinks up.
You want to feel like you were with the chick and you're not the bitch left there as she throws a 50 on the night table.
It's like a snake eating a mouse.
Yeah.
The mouse has to be going, no. Not like, yeah, eat me up.
Right.
Fucking swallow me whole, motherfucker. No.
Well, how old are you first time out? Real
Lost my
fucking.
virginity?
Real fucking, not just,
Oh, well, the virginity was 17, pretty late in the game.
Wow, that is.
All my friends set up with that same chick, Kim, who we bit.
The chick you bit with your friends was your first fuck?
Yep.
Why didn't she leave town?
She was a fucking whore. She was.
Did you ever think maybe you guys made her a
Yeah,
whore?
I worry about that
You
all
do?
the time. I worry about that all
she's
the time.
the crackhead
Because she's
one?
a crackhead now, and she's got 7 kids.
Isn't it weird if all of her mind before the biting was like, I'm going to be a doctor and I'm going to do that. And then it's like, ow, I'm being bit. I'm a fucking whore. I need drugs to come.
That's the liberal fucking,
Of course.
like every time you watch Intervention, she's fucking doing meth and fucking having Pam cooking spray, and she goes, when I was 12, my parents were divorced.
Yes.
You go, yes, so were mine. Who
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
cares? Everyone's were.
That doesn't, they have such, you know exactly where the story is going.
Yeah.
The girl's like, and then my father died. It was very oh, tragic.
Yeah,
And then
everyone's fucking Father's Day.
It happens.
They took a picture of my tits and they showed it to other guys in the football team.
All right.
Bad week.
You know what? You don't have to go the full fucking crackhead because of that.
It's hard to do meth. I mean,
Yeah.
you're fucked up for 5 days. That's you're getting a lot of juice out of that fucking tit pic.
And everyone's had their bullshit to deal with in life. And whether it's, you know...
Dude, rich people, upper middle class, everyone had...
Everyone.
Their uncle showed them their cock.
There's some kind of shit that happened in your life, whether it's, you know, and I think everybody thinks theirs was the worst thing because it's yours. It's whatever the fuck happened to you. So it's going to be something. And if you let that affect you, consciously affect you, your whole life, you're really wasting a lot of fucking time. Some people, I understand how some things could really be deep-seated and unconscious.
Yeah, beaten a lot. My uncles got punched in the face all the time by their dad. I can see that chipping away at your soul.
You're right?
Like 100 times, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of beatings.
But I also know I dated this chick who got fucked by her dad all the time.
See, that's a biggie.
Cut the inside of her fucking vagina with a razor.
Why would he do that?
That's a thing with pedophiles. It's very common with the darkest, most disgusting people in the world, and they will cut the inside of the child's vagina so there'll be no evidence.
You
said anything goes on the Anthony Cumia Show.
Believe me, I'm not saying you can say. I'm just saying I'm surprised I've never heard it.
Yeah, look it up, man.
I've never heard
It's
that thing.
fucking.
I thought maybe it was kind of like a branding thing.
I
like
wish
my
I could
mark is here
remove it
forever.
from my brain. No, they want to inflict pain, and that's a way to inflict pain without being caught.
Wow, is that fucked?
I could never. We couldn't continue because I thought if I ever meet your dad, I have to suck his eyes out.
Right.
Stuff him up his ass. I don't want him to die. I want him to wait like 3 months.
That's bad. Wow. And I thought, my best friend telling me he wanted to suck my in the tree fort was
right. I remember that.
Was tragic.
Yeah, that was the best. But she is a totally sane, fucking hardworking chick who has a life and never talks about it. You know.
Wow.
She does have one weird thing though. She can't be intimate because that was ruined by dude. So the only way she can enjoy sex is to be totally humiliated and beat the shit out of. And public is best.
See, this is so
she was
fucking
buying
weird.
me tacos. We were in Costa Rica, and she was buying hard shell tacos, and she brought soft tacos. I don't give a fuck either way, but I go, what the fuck are these? Ooh. And she's like, I thought you. Like, I just hit her with the tacos.
With the tacos?
Yeah, I went slap. I go, I like hard tacos, you fucking dumb bitch. And then everyone in the store is shocked, and she's like, shh.
It was always sexually exciting
Always had
for
to
her,
beat
and
her up.
not just like, just treat me like shit because I enjoy it. It was always a sexual
thing. Yeah, I had to beat her up. I had to fucking fight her every night. I didn't hate it, but
Right.
that's not what ended it. What ended it was the dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, these people cling to these fucking experiences, and you think, like, you've never even really had a fucking job. When
Right.
we were young, you'd plant trees, you'd have bugs up. I was a bike messenger in Montreal in the fucking winter, which was worse than being
Terrible.
It was brutal. Getting up at 5 a.m.
Was it cold?
It was negative infinity degrees.
Yeah. It's just
You'd have to
frozen.
spend a lot of your salary on your fucking stupid Gore-Tex gear just to not die.
Gore-Tex. Yeah. Wow, that's a real job. I know. I had some real jobs growing up, and then even into my adulthood. When you have to deal with someone that you know never had a real fucking job, you want to slap them in the head.
In Charles Murray, the bell curve guy, has a book out called The Curmudgeon's Guide to Getting Ahead, and he says a lot of these big corporation, these top CEO dudes, don't hire the overeducated, non-experienced kids because they feel like they can't relate to them.
Right.
Because a lot of the modern baby boomer CEOs worked on a farm.
Yeah.
And had bugs crawl up their ass when they were, in the bush.
They know how to work,
building
how to wrench,
things. They
whatever
know how to
you
start a
needed to
fire
do.
from scratch.
Right.
They siphon gas and then got gas up in their sinuses.
Yeah.
And for 3 days we're going.
Who hasn't?
Oh, that's the worst thing in the world too.
Worth the tank of gas, though.
But these CEOs, they go, I want to be with the guy who worked on a farm. I
Yeah,
can't talk
yeah.
to this fucking Ivy League.
There's more to be said. There's more to somebody not being able to communicate with the rest of the place.
Well, when you do those horrible jobs, then you're at the office and you're staying up all night to work on a proposal for Audi, and you go, well, this sucks, but I'm not freezing to death. I'm not getting bitten by mosquitoes. I can eat a sandwich. It's climate controlled in here, not so bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay all night and finish this.
But there's more to be said for being able to communicate with other people on a just person-to-person level as talking like you would just sitting at a bar or whatever, than just have somebody spit out what they learned in school because they were locked in their dorm room or whatever it is and not communicating with anybody. Like, I've learned more just talking to people than I could have talking with a professor, I think. Honestly.
Totally. Well, when you become an academic, you become a classist.
Yeah.
And you don't understand blue-collar people because you never met any. And Charles Murray talks about that too. He wrote a whole book about it called Coming Apart, The Future of White America or something. And he said, you know, you have to fucking hang out with everyone to have a grasp of reality.
Yeah.
And a lot of these New York Times liberal academics, they don't know the people they're talking about. Like, they love talking about blacks. You know they don't know any blacks.
Nothing. They know nothing about real, live black people.
I know a dude who teaches in East New York, and he teaches troubled kids in East New York.
Wow. That's really going the next
true.
level.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
East New York is troubled.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't like the word don't say to my class he's white. And to them, it was like he said, I don't like the word they.
Right.
They never even knew it was a bad word.
Yeah.
So they changed it to neighbor and ninja.
How old are these kids?
Young.
Okay.
I mean, old. No, I should say old. They're like high school.
High school?
Yeah, freshmen in high school.
I would think they would just turn around and go, yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Well, they respect him because they grind, as he puts it. So we grindin'. He speaks Ebonics.
We grindin'.
We grindin'. So they get shit done. Their grades are pretty good. He's a great teacher. But they go, all right, I like this guy. I'll follow his crazy rule about the word they.
You think they're taking that out to their friends, though? Or you think that it's still, my nigga?
No. It's always, the second they leave, it's
yeah.
But they just go, this teacher has a weird quirk.
It's such a hacky argument to get into with white people can't say it, black people can say it. And I don't even understand why that is. I don't put it as to, it was such an offensive word and this, that. It's just, they use the word. They always have. We, as white people, it's not really part of our vernacular unless you get that imaginary racist guy that's just
the
using
unicorn
it. Yeah,
racist,
the unicorn guy. But I'm not, unless I'm joking, like I said, with my friends. Yo, what the fuck? You spilling my drink all over my... You put your cools out on my carpet. It's always a line from an Eddie Murphy movie or something. Like, I don't just use that in general conversation.
That's
no one
what's
does.
so
except,
fucking infuriating about this.
Except for young black guys seem to enjoy using it, and I'm not going to sit there and say, well, why can't I say it? I don't care that because I don't really want to say it. Right. But I want the ability to not be chastised for using it in context.
I feel the same way about most liberal things. Like gay marriage, I'm for it now, but I used to be against it. And I was against it just because gays don't really want to get married, and you're just saying that to piss me off. It's like a tranny or a drag queen wanting to use a woman's bathroom. I don't really give a fuck who uses a women's bathroom, but he's getting on my nerves. And no, just because you put a wig on, you're not using that fucking bathroom. You're just doing that to piss me off.
Right.
So go use the fucking men's. You have a...
But you changed your opinions on
And then eventually I just thought, you know what? If gays who are born weird want to try to be normal, why am I going to stand in their way? So for the tiny, tiny percentage that genuinely do want to become traditional, fine, fuck.
Right.
Go bananas. But I resent the vast majority of the cause, which is just trying to piss me off.
Yes, I don't like, and the gay community is constantly trying to find a word like that where you can't say it. We want to be able to get people fired too. Like, just fucking be. I don't care. I honestly never cared about gay marriage. But the funny part is when you meet fags and you talk to them, like, I asked them about all this shit. Did you read about Chick-fil-A and stuff? And they don't
They go, no. They're like blacks almost. They're like, what? I'm busy working on my new clothing line. And,
Right, I'm very busy.
I'm doing set design. What do you read those blogs? Yeah. What are you, a girl? What are you, a fucking fag?
It really is odd that every group wants this power base to have over, I guess, not even every other group,
but it's whites.
Yes.
It's blacks aren't in it. Gays, I mean, there's gays that are online. And
no, they are. Whites are the ones that are affected by it. Like
real blacks, real gays, they're at work.
They're busy.
They're busy.
They're busy. But these squeaky wheels, man, they can go to these guilty white dumbass corporate heads and get shit done. Like, there was not one person that went to my bosses at any point and said, you need to fire that guy. He's a racist, sexist, misogynistic, whatever it was. Apparently, I was everything in those tweets.
It was homophobic.
Yeah, it was homophobic.
Because she might have been a tranny.
That could have been.
That's transphobic.
She should have. I could kick her in the fucking
Sexist.
nuts then, that cunt. But it was... nobody was clamoring for my firing. Well, and they went, boom, get rid of him.
Get rid of him. Well, that's what I hate. I love laughing at their stupid dogma. And there's a great, even The Daily Show was making fun of liberals who don't get vaccines.
I like the fact that The Daily Show started just because it got so ridiculous with some of these liberal assholes that they had to goof on them or they would look like they weren't relevant anymore.
And it's such a great source of comedy.
Yes.
But it frustrates me that they still have this incredible power, this tiny percentage of the population who doesn't know anyone, totally secluded in their ivory towers. But they wield so much fucking power with these paranoid bosses. And it's not just that. Like, it's not just guys getting fired. They're anti-charter school because they don't like free markets.
Right. Yep.
Charter schools are great for blacks in Harlem. And they hate that because blacks are that's their bread and butter. And they still are shutting down charter schools, like Bill de Blasio is shutting down charter schools.
Oh, he loves a good shut down charter school.
And you go, you're hurting the people you're purporting to help, you fucking fool. Or he's trying to shut down stop and frisk. The ghetto's never been safer. Old black ladies love stop and frisk. Dads who stick around and are with their families in the ghetto, they love guns, they love stop and frisks. They don't like bad guys.
They're being paternalistic like they always have been, and de Blasio's no different. The Democrats and liberals love having people depending on them.
Yes.
So dependent that they can't maybe make up some of their own minds and think, maybe I'm a little more Republican or a little more conservative or a libertarian, just anywhere in there.
I'm smarter than you. I'll handle this.
Right.
I'll handle your whole life from
But
soup
when
to nuts.
you're just dealing out money and entitlements, you keep your voter base where you need them, right in your fucking pocket. And it's degrading. And I wish some people would smarten up and see that and start speaking out about it.
Well, that's what I think Obamacare is about. The real agenda there is getting more Democrats, getting more voters, getting more people under control.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And it purports to be about getting your broken leg fixed.
Helping and so, no, it's all about, that's why this influx at the border now, again, I do believe these will be Democratic voters at some point.
Well, that's the irony. With immigration, the irony is the Republicans think, oh, it's good to open the borders because they'll eventually become homeowners, and homeowners tend to vote Republican, so let's get more voters. And the Democrats go, well, if we let them in, young people and they're Hispanic, they'll probably vote Democrat.
Right.
So we're just opening up the borders because both sides are so
Everyone,
fucking stupid.
come on.
Come on in.
You're about how you doing, how you doing, how you doing. Come on, how you doing, how you doing. Kiss the baby, kiss the baby.
We're a nation of immigrants. You're like my grandparents. You're like Ellis Island.
1,000 fucking years ago.
Fuck off.
Oh, goddamn. Gavin, what a great time. I love talking to you and hanging out. I hope you'd come back again.
I'd love to.
This is a lot of fun.
How long have we been talking for? It seems like 2 minutes.
I know, right? We're the end of the show, pretty much. We got like, what, a minute 56? Two minutes. Yeah,
Can I say one quick thing that we
let her rip, my friend.
Stone. We're talking about apologies and how the vampires feed off that. I remember Sarah Silverman. She had a bit. This is years ago, where she said the best way to get a jury duty, she was told, was to act racist.
Right.
So everyone's heard this story, but it's relevant because of the way she handled it. So she wrote, "I hate chinks." on her thing.
Yes.
And then she goes,
Yep.
and then I thought, I don't agree with that. This isn't me. So I scratched it out and I wrote, I love chinks. And she got tons of shit for it with this Asian American society. And they had her on Bill Maher's old show, Politically Incorrect, I believe. And she, not only did she not apologize, she didn't even go near the concept. And they went to a commercial break, and when they came back, they go, so how do you feel about this? And she goes, to be totally frank, during the commercials, this guy said that he's going to play a joke on me, and he's going to go pee-pee in my Coke.
Oh shit, that old, who doesn't remember that one?
And then he just was so disarmed, because now she's a clown, and now you're railing against a clown.
Yeah, now you look stupid
Now
for
you're a
trying to take
fucking
it
loser.
into a serious place when obviously she's just fucking around.
That's the way to handle it.
That is the way to
Dog
handle
the
it.
bounty hunter
Yeah.
is not the way to handle it. I can't believe I said that.
Gavin, again, thanks so much, man. Just a pleasure always sitting down and talking to you.
Good times.
So if you enjoyed that clip,
Then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.